Irreplaceable is a song recorded by American singer Beyoncé copyright for her second studio album, Day. The song was written by Beyoncé copyright, Shaffer Ne-Yo Smith, Tor Erik Hermansen, Mikkel S. Eriksen, Espen Lind, Amund Bjørklund, and produced by Stargate and Beyoncé copyright. Irreplaceable was originally a country record. It was rearranged as a mid-tempo ballad with pop and R&B influences by modifying the vocal arrangements and instrumentation. During the production and recording sessions, Beyoncé copyright and Ne-Yo wanted to create a record that people of either gender could relate to. The song's lyrics are about the breakdown of a relationship with an unfaithful man, and the song contains a message about female empowerment. Following the moderate chart performances of dark copyright Déjà Vu and Ring the Alarm, Irreplaceable was released on December 5, 2006 in the United States as the album's third single, and the second single internationally on October 23, 2006. The single was released through Columbia Records. Irreplaceable was well received by contemporary music critics, who cited its distinct production compared with most songs featured on the album, and complimented its hook, "To the left, to the left." Pitchfork Media and Rolling Stone placed it on their lists of best songs of the 2000s. Irreplaceable won several awards including, Best R&B Soul Single at the 2007 Soul Train Music Award. It was nominated for the Record of the Year award at the 50th Grammy Awards. The single was commercially successful worldwide. It became Beyoncé copyright's fourth number one in the US, was Euro's most successful release, and remained at the top of the US Billboard Hot 100 chart for 10 consecutive weeks. Irreplaceable was the best-selling US single of 2007, the 25th most successful song of the 2000s in the US, and was certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. It became Beyoncé copyright's second single to achieve 200 million audience impressions in 2006. She is the second singer to achieve this feat in the US, the first being Mariah Carey in 2005. Irreplaceable peaked at number 1 in Australia, at number 4 in the United Kingdom, and reached the top 20 in several European countries. Irreplaceable was 2007's 10th best-selling digital single with over 4.6 million copies sold worldwide. The single's accompanying music video was directed by Anthony Mandler and served as the debut performance of Beyoncé copyright's all-female band, Sugar Mama. The video was included on the 2007 Day anthology video album, and a video edit was produced for Irreplaceable, the Spanish version of the song. It won the Video of the Year award at the 2007 Black Entertainment Television Awards, and was nominated for the MTV Video Music Award for Video of the Year at the 2007 MTV Video Music Awards. Irreplaceable has regularly featured in Beyoncé copyright's tours and live performances since 2006. The American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers recognized the song as one of the most performed ones of 2007 at the ASCAP Pop Music Awards. Production. Irreplaceable was written for Chrisette Michele. Production team Stargate and singer-songwriter Ne-Yo had written for Beyoncé copyright's second album Day, but Tor Erik Hermansen of Stargate said that they might not have gone in the direction they did on the song. The tune did not suit Beyoncé copyright's voice, and Ne-Yo wrote the lyrics from a male perspective, although it was not based upon his personal experiences. Ne-Yo wrote the song in the country style, thinking of country singers Shania Twain and Faith Hill during the sessions. When Ne-Yo heard them playing the song with a guitar, he thought it sounded like country music. But when the drums were incorporated into the music, it was brought to an R&B vibe, and Ne-Yo considered making an R&B country western music song instead. When the team worked with Ne-Yo, they recorded the song with a male vocalist. However, they thought a female vocalist would be more suitable, and Ne-Yo also thought that it was empowering for a woman to sing it. Eriksen of Stargate said it was an A&R person who suggested that the song would work better when sung by a woman. Two labels wanted the song. While Beyoncé copyright worked on material for Day, she was pleased with the demo of the Irreplaceable that was presented to her. However, Irreplaceable did not seem to fit on Day, which was supposed to be a hard-hitting club album. Swizz Beatz, who was working on the album, declared that Beyoncé Copyright would be crazy not to include the song on the record. Beyoncé Copyright asked for changes to the song, including the addition of drums, vocal arrangements, and singing in a higher register than the demo. Espen Lind and Amund Bjørklund, from the Norwegian production team Espionage, wrote the chord structure and a guitar part. In an interview with MTV, Ne-Yo said, Beyoncé Copyright had some stuff that she wanted to get off her chest, while aiming to make a record that women could relate to, in keeping with the theme of the album. The recording was engineered by Jim Caruana and mixed by Jason Goldstein at Sony Music Studios in New York City. Goldstein was hired to mix Day. He said, "This song was really simple to mix. It was produced by Stargate and the sounds are really good and they all made sense, and there was lots of room for all the instruments." Goldstein used a board equalizer for the drums treatment. For the acoustic guitars, he used the analog flanger of a TC-1210 spatial expander to sweeten the sound, and to give them a little bit more spread. Goldstein thought Irreplaceable sounded a bit old school. An eighth note delay echo was placed on the song's lead vocal at 341 milliseconds, using the Echo Farm plugin software. For the backing vocals, Goldstein used Echo Farm with a quarter note delay at 682 milliseconds and Sony's Oxford Dynamics compressor limiter in dual mono mode. The compressor was placed in classic setting, to emulate the LA2A leveling amplifier, and the warmth button used to add harmonics. Oxford Dynamics was used for the bass in a different setting. Goldstein passed the final mix through the Oxford EQ and inflator plugins. Pro Tools software was used to print the O-track into a 44.1 kHz/24-bit CD and then into a 24-bit CD master. After the sessions for Irreplaceable ended, Hermansen said that everyone felt they had captured something special and that Beyoncé Copyright had done the track justice, but there were still concerns that urban radio might not play the song as it featured acoustic guitars and had more of a pop appeal. But then it became the biggest urban record ever, Hermansen said. Songwriting controversy. A controversy arose over the writing credits on Irreplaceable. Ne-Yo told MTV, apparently Beyoncé Copyright was at a show somewhere and right before the song came on she said, "I wrote this for all my ladies and then the song came on. The song is a co-write. I wrote the lyrics, I wrote all the lyrics. Beyoncé Copyright helped me with the melodies and the harmonies and the vocal arrangement and that makes it a co-write. Meaning my contribution and her contribution made that song what it is." In 2011, Ne-Yo said that he wrote the song for himself, but thought that it would be better suited for Beyoncé Copyright, and later regretted giving the song to her. Some of Beyoncé Copyright's fans read Ne-Yo's remark as disrespectful towards her. However, he clarified his comment later through Twitter, writing, "I said I originally wrote the song for me. Once I realized how the song comes across if sung by a guy, that's when I decided to give it away." Composition. Irreplaceable is a mid-tempo ballad with pop and R&B influences. Written in the key of bar and registered trademark major, the beat is set in common time and moves at a moderate 88 beats per minute. Beyoncé Copyright's vocal range in the song spans nearly 2.5 octaves, from bar and registered trademark 2 to A and registered trademark 5. While most of the songs in the album are aggressive and up-tempo, her voice on Irreplaceable is toned down. Irreplaceable uses a gently strummed acoustic guitar, following the bar and registered trademark 5 a Euro F5 a Euro CM7 a Euro A and registered trademark 6/9 chord series. Hermansen and Eriksen combine the classic chord progression on an acoustic guitar, a modern-sounding 808 drum beat and cellos. Al Shipley of Stylus magazine noted that the guitar strum can be found in Barbadian R&B singer Rihanna's 2007 single Hate That I Love You, a song co-produced by Stargate and Ne-Yo. Rob Sheffield of Rolling Stone wrote that a 2007 Stargate-produced single With You, performed by American R&B pop singer Chris Brown, also features the same element. He wrote, "With You is the convincer, even if you can instantly tell that producer Stargate was just trying to roll out Irreplaceable one more time." while Billboard magazine wrote that it leans a bit too heavily to the song. Jim DeRogatis of the Chicago Sun-Times wrote that Irreplaceable resembles ballads sung by Whitney Houston. Spence D. of IGN wrote that the song was inspired by Aretha Franklin's works since Irreplaceable consists of several variations in gutturals and octave range. The lyrics of Irreplaceable concern the breakdown of a woman's relationship with her boyfriend after she discovers his infidelity, and the song sounds a lot like a statement of independence. Sarah Rodman of the Boston Globe wrote, with a heretofore unknown grasp of nuance, Beyoncé combines heartache, bravado, and anger as she tells a cat he's far from irreplaceable, and that, in fact, her new man will be arriving momentarily. Hermansen said that Irreplaceable is a song that people from all walks of life can enjoy. Beyoncé Copyright said that the song is a little honest, and basically we can't forget our power and our worth. And sometimes you're so in love, you forget that. And sometimes you feel like you're not being appreciated. And sometimes they forget that they can be replaced. The song's lyrics are constructed in the verse pre-chorus chorus form. It begins with guitar strumming, and Beyoncé Copyright sings the hook intro, to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. In bar 7, she sings the first verse, arguing with her boyfriend about the indifference of their relationship, and tells him to walk away. The pre-chorus and chorus follow, you must not know about me. And I can have another you by tomorrow / I could have another you in a minutia. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking / you're irreplaceable. In the second verse, Beyoncé Copyright recollects the moment she discovered her boyfriend's infidelity. The same pattern leads to the second chorus. Towards the end, Beyoncé Copyright sings the bridge, where she tells her lover, replacing you is so easy. The song closes with an ad-libbed chorus. The Boston Globe noted that Beyoncé Copyright sings some parts of it in a higher register that complements the lyrics' wounded sensibility. Release: during the production of Irreplaceable, Hermansen thought that the track would not receive radio play because of the acoustic guitars, and deemed the song too pop-oriented. Hermansen did not expect Irreplaceable to conform to any genre. Despite his prediction, the song became successful on urban charts. It was played in New York and on country radio stations. Shortly after the release of Irreplaceable, Beyoncé Copyright told MTV, "I love Irreplaceable. I think it's important to have those songs. I've had so many people come up to me in tears, saying, I experienced my first breakup. If it wasn't for the song, I wouldn't be strong enough to not call. I wouldn't know how much I'm worth. I'm happy to be a part of that." Irreplaceable was released in the United Kingdom on October 23, 2006 as the second single there. In the US, Irreplaceable was the third single from Day, and followed Ring the Alarm. The single was released on December 5, 2006, and featured the album and instrumental versions of the track. Irreplaceable was the second single released from Day in international markets on Columbia Records. Two versions of the single were released in the UK on October 26, 2006. A CD single, which featured the album version of Irreplaceable, and the Freemasons Club mix radio edit of Ring the Alarm, was released. An enhanced CD, which included the album version, 3 remixes of Ring the Alarm, and the Ring the Alarm music video, was also released. A 12" single was released in the UK the following week. In Australia, a maxi single, which featured the album version and 2 remixes of Dark copyright Déjà Vu, was released on December 5, 2006. A Morris Joshua remix edit of the song was released in Australia 2 weeks later. Beyoncé Copyright recorded a Spanish version of the song called Irreplaceable, and was included on the second disc of the deluxe edition of Day released on June 12, 2007. An Irreplaceable EP was released in the US on August 28, 2007 and on September 10, 2007 in the UK. The EP includes Irreplaceable, the Naughty Plus or Minus a remix of Irreplaceable, Ahmed Gitano, 3 versions of Beautiful Liar, the Timbaland remix of Get Me Bodied featuring Volcio, and Noir, the Spanish version of Listen. As a fundraiser for the 2011 earthquake in the Tohoku region of Japan, a compilation album that included Irreplaceable, called Songs for Japan, was released on March 25, 2011. Critical reception: Irreplaceable was well received by critics for its guitar-driven melody and its hook, To the Left, To the Left. Jody Rosen of Entertainment Weekly noted Irreplaceable to be a lilting tune unlike anything Beyoncé copyright has ever performed. Sarah Rodman of the Boston Globe wrote that the song is gentle but maddeningly hook-y. Spence the Abbott of IGN wrote that Irreplaceable and Resentment go for a much more traditional contemporary R&B vibe than any of the previous tracks on Day, making them stand out as if they were recorded separately from the rest of the album. Roger Friedman of Fox News Channel wrote that Irreplaceable is a clever ballad, and the most memorable track on Day. He added that it has the most potential of catching on with fans quickly, and that it is the only song on the album that you might actually want to sing along to. Mike Joseph of Pop Matters commented that Irreplaceable tellingly was co-written by Ne-Yo, who may not be the powerhouse vocalist Beyoncé is, but has significantly stronger songwriting skills. It's the best song on the album. Perhaps Miss Knowles should take a hint. Tim Finney of Pitchfork Media called Irreplaceable the best song on Day and praised its overall production, writing, "Before, Beyoncé copywriter's approach to heartbreak was always literal, her voice and her words declaiming her feelings with a studied earnestness that at times was difficult to believe, let alone connect with. Irreplaceable is the first song in which Beyoncé copyright lies to herself, and the way her voice perfectly betrays that lie simultaneously renders it her most sophisticated and her most honest performance to date." Recognition and accolades: Mark Edward Nero ranked it as the 9th best R&B song of 2006, and wrote, "This song has modern-day classic written all over it." Staff members of Pitchfork Media ranked the song on their list of the top 100 tracks of 2006 at number 45. Shane Reed, Jason Rodriguez and Raman Dukes of MTV News placed the song at number 3 on his year-end list of 27 essential R&B songs of 2007. In 2009, Ryan Schreiber ranked Irreplaceable at number 183 on his list of top 500 tracks of the 2000s. Barry Schwartz of Stylus magazine wrote that Irreplaceable recaptured Beyoncé copywriter's debut single Crazy in Love Euro near perfection, describing it as gentle but defiant, and further wrote, "Through some breezy strums and a sweet plaintive melody, Beyoncé delivers her most genuinely emotional vocal to date, equal parts vulnerable, upset, pissed off, vindictive, resigned, and apathetic." Rolling Stone ranked the song at number 60 on its list of 100 best songs of the 2000s. Irreplaceable won the award for Best R&B Soul Single, Female, at the 2007 Soul Train Music Award, and the Favorite Song Award at the 2007 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. It was nominated for the Grammy Award for Record of the Year in the 2008 Grammy Awards, and Song of the Year at the VH1 Soul Vibe Awards. Irreplaceable was recognized as one of the 5 most performed songs of 2007 by the ASCAP Pop Music Awards. Chart performance: Irreplaceable entered various charts worldwide, and became the most successful single released from Day. The single debuted on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart on November 4, 2006 at number 87. It climbed the charts rapidly because of its radio airplay, and it was Greatest Airplay Gainer certification for 6 consecutive weeks in early December 2006. 3 weeks after the release of Irreplaceable, Day re-entered the top 10 on the US Billboard 200 chart. The single reached number 1 on December 16, becoming Beyoncé copywriter's 4th number 1 single as a solo artist, and her 2nd in 2006, following Check on It. The single spent 10 consecutive weeks at number 1 and was replaced by Nelly Furtado's Say It Right on February 24, 2007. The song spent 30 weeks on the chart. The feat was achieved after Kanye West's 2005 single, Gold Digger featuring Jamie Foxx, spent 10 weeks at the top spot. Irreplaceable outperformed Baby Boy's 9 weeks at number 1. Beyoncé copywriter's former group Destiny's Child's 2000 single Independent Women Part 1 remained at number 1 for 11 weeks late in 2000 and early in 2001. Irreplaceable remained on the chart for 30 weeks, and was certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America, denoting sales of 2 million downloads. It was additionally certified triple platinum, denoting sales of 3 million master ringtones. It has sold over 3,139,000 paid digital downloads in the US as of October 2012, according to Nielsen SoundScan. According to Mediabase, Irreplaceable passed the 200 million audience impressions mark on December 11, 2006. Another single of Beyoncé copyright, Check On It, previously passed this mark on January 31, 2006. Consequently, Beyoncé copyright became the second singer to achieve this in the United States. The first being Mariah Carey, whose two singles, We Belong Together and Shake It Off, passed the same audience impressions mark in 2005. Irreplaceable stayed at number 1 on the US Hot 100 airplay for 11 consecutive weeks, and was the best-performing US single of 2007, topping the Billboard Top Hot 100 hits. Irreplaceable installed Beyoncé copyright at third place for the most number 1 singles by a female songwriter, overtaking Janet Jackson and Carole King and tying Diane Warren for 9 number 1 singles. Beyoncé copyright received 3 songwriting credits in 1 year, the only woman to achieve this since King in 1971 and Carey in 1991. In February 2010, the Recording Industry Association of America listed Irreplaceable as the highest certified master ringtone of the 2000s decade by a female solo artist. By August 2011, the single has sold over 3 million digital downloads in the United States. Irreplaceable charted equally well, peaking at number 4 on the Hot Latin Songs. The EP appeared on the Latin Pop Albums at number 2, Top Latin Albums at number 3, Top R&B Hip Hop Albums at number 41 and on the Billboard 200 at number 105. Irreplaceable debuted at number 8 on the Australian ARIA Singles Chart, and peaked at number 1 for 3 consecutive weeks, becoming Beyoncé copyright's first number 1 single in Australia and remains her only number 1 single there. It was certified platinum by the Australian Recording Industry Association, denoting shipment of 70,000 copies. Irreplaceable appeared twice on the ARIA year-end charts, reaching number 23 in 2006, and number 42 in 2007. Irreplaceable debuted at number 3 on November 6, 2006, on the New Zealand Singles Chart, the song's highest entry on any chart. It peaked at number 1, and remained on the chart for 18 weeks. It was later certified platinum by the RIANZ. Irreplaceable peaked within the top 15 in several European singles charts. It peaked at number 4 on the UK Singles Chart, spending 12 weeks in the top 20 and 25 weeks on the chart. It was Beyoncé copyright's 5th longest charting single, and spent more weeks on the chart than her number 1 singles Crazy in Love, and Our Copyright Déjà Vu, but slightly less than her recent hits If I Were a Boy, Single Ladies, Halo, and Sweet Dreams. On the UK iTunes chart, Irreplaceable is currently Beyoncé copyright's most downloaded on I Am Sasha Fierce single and still ranks in the top 30 of R&B soul songs. Due to a performance of Irreplaceable at the 2011 Glastonbury Festival by Beyoncé copyright on June 26, 2011, the song made a re-entry in the top 40 of the UK singles chart, entering at number 33. Irreplaceable was 2007's 10th best-selling digital single with over 4.6 million copies sold worldwide. Music video. Irreplaceable was directed by Anthony Mandler, who co-directed the video of Get Me Bodied. The video features the debut performance of Beyoncé copyright's all-female band, Sugar Mama, who also appeared in the Green Light music video. Her acting then ex-boyfriend in the video is model Bobby Roark, who played police officer for the Ring the Alarm music video and Warrior during Jay-Z and Beyoncé copyright's live performance at the 2006 Fashion Rocks show. The video was included on the 2007 Day anthology video album, and a video edit was produced for Irreplaceable. Part of the video, which shows Beyoncé copyright dancing in silhouette in front of a glass door, is inspired by a James Bond movie. Late in January 2008, Irreplaceable premiered on the MTRL, a video countdown show on the bilingual channel MTV Trail 3s. The music video follows the storyline of the song's lyrics. She told me to pack up all my stuff, "I'm getting kicked out the video starts off like that," said Roark. It opens with Beyoncé copyright filing her nails in silence, as her ex-partner packs up his property, as Beyoncé copyright orders him to leave. Midway in the video, Beyoncé copyright follows her then ex-boyfriend outside the house and leans on a 2007 Jaguar XK. She appears to be pretentiously caressing him, only for the audience to find out that she is repossessing things she bought for him. He leaves her and the car, about to ride off in a taxi. Between cuts, Beyoncé copyright manages herself in front of a mirror, putting on a lipstick, wearing huge curlers and a high-waisted skirt. There are additional beats mixed to the arrangement for the video version that can be heard, when Beyoncé copyright sings with her all-female band, Sugar Mama, towards the end. It ends with Beyoncé copyright greeting her new boyfriend at the front door. At the 2007 Black Entertainment Television Awards, Beyoncé copyright won Video of the Year award for Irreplaceable, an award for which Beautiful Liar was also nominated. It was nominated for Video of the Year during the 2007 MTV Video Music Awards, but it lost to Rihanna's single, Umbrella. At the 2007 Soul Train Music Awards, the video was nominated for the Michael Jackson Award for Best R&B Soul or Rap Music Video, but lost to rapper Jay-Z's Show Me What You Got video. The video received 2 nominations for Best Female Artist and Video of the Year at the 2007 MTV Australia Video Music Awards. Live performances. Beyoncé copyright performed Irreplaceable during various public appearances. She opened the 2006 American Music Awards with a performance of Irreplaceable, and wore a sparkly sequined mini dress. Beyoncé copyright performed the song on The Ellen DeGeneres Show on September 5, 2006. The song was a part of Beyoncé copyright's set list for her tour The Beyoncé Copyright Experience and I Am World Tour. Irreplaceable was the closing song during her 2007 The Beyoncé Copyright Experience World Tour. It was performed late in the set on earlier tour dates, but when Beyoncé copyright embarked on the US leg, it was performed earlier in the show. On April 2, 2007 she also appeared on The Today Show, to promote the deluxe edition of Day, which was released the following day. Beyoncé copyright sang the Spanglish version of Irreplaceable along with Green Light. On August 5, Beyoncé copyright performed the song at the Madison Square Garden in Manhattan. Shane Reed of MTV wrote, "Irreplaceable ended the night, but before the main attraction crooned one note, she told the audience that she sang 2 hours for them and it was time they sang for her. So the whole garden sang the first verse of the record. To the left / everything you own in a box to the left / in the closet, that's my stuff / yes, if I bought it, please don't touch." Beyoncé copyright herself officially closed out singing her own song though. In Los Angeles, Beyoncé copyright performed Irreplaceable without backup dancers or live instrumentation. As the audience sang, Beyoncé copyright walked around the stage and pointed to audience members, shouted, "I see you," and described their clothes or the signs they held. Then Beyoncé copyright sang the song herself. When Beyoncé copyright performed Irreplaceable in Sunrise, Florida on June 29, 2009, she wore a glittery gold leotard. As she sang, animated graphics of turntables, faders and other club equipment were projected behind the dancers and musicians. Beyoncé copyright was accompanied by 2 drummers, 2 keyboardists, a percussionist, a horn section, 3 backup vocalists called the Mamas, and the lead guitarist, Bibby McGill. Footage of Beyoncé copyright's performance at the Staples Center, Los Angeles was included on the Beyoncé Copyright Experience Live DVD, and the deluxe edition of I Am World Tour. Beyoncé copyright performed Irreplaceable at Palais Nicolas in Nice, France, on June 20, 2011, where she wore a pink fringe dress, and at the 2011 Glastonbury Festival on June 26, 2011. According to NME, Irreplaceable, at the Glastonbury Festival sparked a mass sing-along, with the crowd taking the lead on the entire first verse. Following the performance of Irreplaceable at the Glastonbury Festival, The song was digitally released in the UK and the US on June 27, 2011 as charity single to raise funds for Oxfam, WaterAid and Greenpeace. This version charted at number 26 on the UK Singles Chart and 7 on the UK Indie Chart for the week ending July 9, 2011. In May 2012, Beyoncé Copyright performed Irreplaceable during her Revel presence, Beyoncé Copyright Live Review in Atlantic City, New Jersey, United States Entertainment Resort, Hotel, Casino, and Spa, Revel. She performed the song with a side-to-side stage competition in singing. According to Erika Ramirez of Billboard, she smiled with gratitude during the performance of the song. Cover versions: Sleigh Bells version. American band Sleigh Bells recorded an acoustic cover of the song during their Maida Vale sessions and released it Zane Lowe's BBC Radio 1 show on March 6, 2012. A writer of Billboard magazine commented that their cover was ethereal. Ray Rahman of Entertainment Weekly described the cover as really good. Krauss also has a teen pop background thanks to her Ooh Bye days, so it's actually not that surprising that she can find her way around a top 40 singles so well. However, Maura Johnston of The Village Voice gave a negative review for the cover, saying, Krauss sighs her way through the song, turning her voice into a mew that sounds like she was trying to sing along with the radio while not being heard by her roommates or anyone else outside of a 6-inch radius. Also, some of the guitar chords are a bit off, it's sorta disappointing. Other cover versions: in 2007, Gregory and the Hawk, Taylor Swift, and Filipina singer Sabrina covered Irreplaceable. U.S. country band Sugarland, who performed some of Beyoncé copyright songs during their live shows, performed a country version of Irreplaceable with Beyoncé copyright at the 2007 American Music Awards, held on November 18. Kate Nash covered Irreplaceable in January 2008. In November 2009, Damon Thomas of The Underdogs sang the song. Kidz Bop covered Irreplaceable on their 11th studio album Kidz Bop 11. A group named Faith, consisting of Michelle DeLemma, Ashley Rodriguez and Charity Vance, sang Irreplaceable on the Group Night episode of 9th season of American Idol on February 10, 2010. In 2011, Canadian singer Maria Aragon, and South Korean singer GNA, covered the song. Andy Grammer performed Irreplaceable on the radio station The Mix Lounge 104.1 and posted the video of his performance on his YouTube page in June 2011. During the finale of the 10th season of American Idol on May 25, 2011, the lady contestants joined together on stage to perform Irreplaceable along with a medley of Beyoncé Copyright's other singles. On August 26, 2013, singer Barry Southgate covered the song during the 5th season of The X Factor Australia. Giles Hardy of the Sydney Morning Herald rated his performance 8 out of 10 and wrote it was a very clever song choice. In September 2013, Lily Allen covered Irreplaceable at a celebration party in Italy, and on June 30, 2014, Angie Nissen covered the song on the 3rd series of The Voice Australia. Usage in media: in May 2007, Irreplaceable was used in the final scene of When the Chickens Come Home to Roost, the final episode of the 1st season of the television series The Game. The series also used the song in the opening moments of its premiere episode for the 2nd season. Track listings and formats, credits and personnel. Credits are taken from day liner notes. Charts, certifications, see also, List of best-selling singles worldwide, List of best-selling singles in the United States, List of number 1 singles in Australia in 2006, List of number 1 singles of 2006, List of number 1 singles from the 2000s, List of Hot 100 number 1 singles of 2006, List of Hot 100 number 1 singles of 2007, List of number 1 R&B singles of 2006, List of number 1 R&B singles of 2007, List of number 1 dance singles of 2007, references. External links: Irreplaceable music video on YouTube, full lyrics of this song at Metro Lyrics.